it's your friendly neighborhood Minecrafter No Cones. Today's episode is going to be about my base. I'm going to reveal some of my plans, and right now I'm just clearing out some space underneath. We're currently at bedrock level, and I'm basically just doing a little bit of resource gathering. Like I said before, my base is going to be in the ocean, and I've actually decided to make it around an ocean monument. The ocean monument is directly above us right now. We've got a haste 2 peaking going so that we can do some speed mining. So basically we're going to cover the entire ocean monument in a glass dome, and the whole base is going to surround or be based on villager trading. I want to get as many villagers as I can and get the ones with the best trades and the cheapest trades, and then basically just go from there. So the first thing we need to do is to build a giant glass dome around the ocean monument, which probably is not going to be very easy considering all the guardians that are surrounding it. I'm going to be using a lot of potions of invisibility and water breathing to do that, and I've also found a sphere generator online that I'm going to be using to make the dome. So once we do the big main dome, we're going to have to empty it out, probably using sponges in some places and sand in other places. So once we get the main part emptied out, then I want to hollow out the ocean monument. So basically it'll just be a facade. It'll just be the outside of the ocean monument that you see, and that way we'll have room to build on the inside. It won't be like tight corridors and stuff like that. It'll just be one big open area. We've got quite a bit dug out now underneath here. Did a bunch of resource collecting, and our picks are broken, and it's going to take a lot of levels to repair them at this point. So I'm sure I'll use this space eventually, but for right now it was just basically to collect some resources. I hear a skeleton dying. So you may be asking why I did it down here on the bedrock. I know it's preferable to do it around Y11, Y12 to be on top of the lava. I was trying something a little bit different this time. I'd seen other people clear out spaces like this before, and I gotta say it was kind of nice. This was completely solid down here, and it was kind of cool being underneath the lava instead of having to worry about walking into lava. And then I didn't have to worry about the mobs as much because there wasn't really any caves down here. I did manage to find or locate one slime chunk. I know there's more than that down here because I've seen slime spawning all over the place, but I've mapped this one out. This one is definitely a slime chunk. They are spawning in here, so we'll probably end up using that eventually. Let me show you what I got from mining all this stuff out. Obviously there's a lot of cobble. I did decide to keep it this time. A lot of times I just kind of let it despawn on the ground, and then I find myself needing cobble later on. So right now we've got a pretty good backlog of cobble. Got some 1.8 blocks in here, and then dirt and gravel, a little bit more 1.8 blocks, and then this is the good stuff. This is the good chest right here. So let's see what we got. Got a good bit of redstone, got our coal here. Obviously everything's in block form to take up less space, and these are just the slimes that I managed to kill. I think I got close to 2 stacks of diamonds, but I had to use a bunch of those to repair my picks as I went. So yeah, pretty good haul for right now. I guess I'm going to start working on my base now up top. Like I said, we're underneath the ocean monument here, and I'll let you see some of that. I thought the best way to present this would be to make a little slideshow for you. So I've put together a bunch of images, and I hope you enjoy them. The first thing that I wanted to do was dig around the outside of the temple. This monument was very buried into the ocean, and I want it to be on display. So I dug around the outside, as you can see. I had to use a lot of potions for this, and I also used the haste 2 beacon, and then I started putting in the dome from the top. The overall diameter of the sphere that I used was 120 blocks, and like I said before, I used a sphere generator online. I can include a link in the description for you if you'd like to see that. So if you imagine a sphere with 120 block diameter, and then you have that sunken down into the ocean floor, it'll create a dome over top of it. So that's what I'm trying to accomplish here. Now that we've got most of the dome in place, we're going to have to start removing this water. If you haven't seen my sponge theory video yet, I recommend you go take a look at it. We're making these columns right here with sand so that it's easier for us to remove the water with the sponges. And all I'm doing is making 5x5 tubes just by placing sand down like this. Alright, it looks like we've cleared a good bit of water now. There's still a lot to go, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what we're doing. Like I said, we placed down a bunch of sponges, and now I've cleared out the sand in between the walls, and this is what it's looking like. I'm back again much later now, and we've cleared out another big chunk of water here. I've also replaced some of these blocks with sea lanterns. There was just one block poking up above them, so I got rid of those, added the sea lanterns. I think it's going to be good for making this whole thing a little bit more visible underwater, and that's another point I need to bring up. The more and more I built this dome, the more and more I realized that the texture of the water up against the glass is not conducive to seeing in or out of the dome. So when you're on the outside, it's very hard to see the temple, and when you're on the inside, it's very hard to see out. And I really don't want that. I want to highlight the temple. I want you to be coming by on a boat and see the dome and be able to see inside and see the awesome temple. So I've changed up the texture pack a little bit. I don't have it running right now, but in the next clip I'm going to show you the differences, and I'll talk more about it then. As you can see, we are high above my base now looking down, and this is the default texture for the water. I basically changed the texture for each water face and for being underneath water. So if I switch over here to this other texture pack, you can see that the water is much clearer. It's easy to see through. It may be too see-through. I'm not quite sure yet. I'd really like to know how you guys feel about it. But I'm gonna use this for right now just so that I can see inside the base and see the temple, and hopefully that'll help out a lot. Some of my keen-eyed viewers may have noticed that I forgot to mention something earlier. We have a new addition to the base here. We have a properly linked portal! Finally! Previously I had the portal over on a little island, and anytime I wanted to get to my base I actually had to swim from the Mushroom Island over to here because I was not able to link up a portal properly. We have remedied that problem now thanks to Lena. She helped me link up a portal. We had to disable 5 portals in the Nether Hub just so we could generate a new one. And I've actually started working on my Nether tunnel. You can take a look over here. It's in the very early stages right now, and just with the way it looks right now, obviously it's very ugly. There's going to be a lot of stuff added to it. There's going to be a lot of glass on the inside, and it won't be quite as large. It looks kind of huge right now. And then I have another added feature in mind that I really want to try out. So I probably won't be able to get that done in this episode, and we also have a lot more water in the base that needs to be removed, and unfortunately I don't think that's going to get done in this episode either. I'm going out of the country for the weekend, and I want to get this episode published before then. So I thought we'd do something a little fun right now. I have pretty good gear, and I haven't shown a wither fight on screen yet. Well, I haven't actually done a real wither fight yet. So I figured that we could try and kill at least one wither. So I will see you at the top of the nether. Alright, so we're up here at the top of the nether, and this is the wither killing station that we've set up. It's changed now. It used to be the piston design, but now we just spawn them sideways, and they end up in the ceiling there. We won't be using this time, though. We're going to be fighting this wither legitimately. You see that I have some health potions and milk on my hotbar. I'm going to try my hardest not to use those. I have decent gear, so that should help a lot. I have a really good bow. Unfortunately, I lost my smite sword in some lava, so I'm going to be using this sharpness sword. Hopefully that'll work. I'm not sure how well it'll work, but we'll see. Gonna drop off. Oh, there's extra potions here. I'm gonna drop off. Oh, let's see. I guess they're in here. Alright, so we can leave these in here and just do 3 at a time. I don't know how many we're going to be able to kill, but let's go for 1. I'm kind of nervous that I'm going to get lost. Okay, there's stuff over there, so let's do it right over here. I'm really nervous, guys. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to talk. What is that? Oh, somebody is building something up there. Whoops. I'm probably gonna have to drink some milk here. Uh-oh. Alright. We might need to call for backup now. Just wanted to make a quick apology for the next little while here. I did not record my microphone audio, so you may be hearing some one-sided conversations. Manuel came to help me kill the wither, so if you hear him talking to me and me not answering, that's why. Hope you enjoy.
Oh yeah, I can see the bar thing there. Like the wither. Oh, he's shooting at something. He's shooting all the time. Where are you at? Dead.
You got an infinity book, bow and forgot your arrow, right?
Uh-huh.
That happens all the time.
I had gone back to my base to try and find an arrow for Manuel, but now that I don't have any gear, getting around my base is quite interesting.
Okay, I got an arrow. I'm waiting for you in the nether. Yeah, but at least you can record. I don't want to die either. I have 2 instant health potion, but
A
nothing
strength
else.
potion would probably be a good idea.
If you have potions, this would be great.
I guess a strength potion is just nether water and blaze powder.
So notch apple. I don't need fire resistance, do I?
No.
Okay. Then let's go.
You want to eat a notch apple or just in case?
Oh, what?
Did you drink your invisibility potion? Or
I was shooting in the same time who was walking to me. Yeah.
not the wither.
So don't walk through me. Yeah, he's aiming to something else, I think. Oh no, he's aiming to me. No. No. Can't hit his hit. Oh, there. Oh no.
I can hear stuff.
Oh no, I'm fine. No, I don't need it. I have enough. You're welcome.
Well, apparently I need a lot more practice killing withers. I went back and watched the video, and I was doing a lot of things wrong. I was too focused on trying to play offense and not focused enough on playing defense. I was standing too close to him. I wasn't paying attention to the heads that were flying at me. And I don't know if you noticed, but I lost everything in that fight. He blew up all my gear. He blew up my bow. So I have nothing now. Just this fish. That's all I have. That's all I have left. I'm gonna have to get some new gear and get it enchanted, and I'm sure we'll have another fight pretty soon, and hopefully we'll do better next time. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and as always, please stay tuned for behind the scenes footage of the last episode.